Hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. All right, folks. Well, I want to talk about our newest update that we just recently got, and that is, of course, going to be located if we go to our notice. Okay, so this was honestly a very short one. Not a whole lot of stuff here, but we've got the All Out War event coming back, and then we've got this reward for recharge event. Essentially, it's stating that you need to make sure that you actually use these rewards that you get because this is going to be replaced after this update. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at this recharge event that they're talking about. So essentially, if you recharge any amount, so you could recharge just 5 black diamonds and you'll get this. But there's a day 1, a day 2, and a day 3 reward. Um, Looks like you get lots of kind of little stuff that's going to be potentially helpful for like a generally, I'd say, smaller accounts, just getting some speed ups, some precise transfers, some diamonds. I mean, everyone really uses this stuff, so it's going to be helpful. Then you get a little bit of help with your Darkfire Dragon if you don't have him yet. You get the new Lord Dagger, and you also get some Melisandre shards. So I think that this seems very similar to what the old rewards were, if you remember them, but it looks like they've just redesigned it and kind of remade it a little bit. So instead of being a total amount recharged, I think it's just for recharging any amount is the take I have on this. And just to really quickly show the new Lord Dagger, what that is in reference to, if we go to the blacksmith, we can go and see what they're talking about here. That is this new one that gives cavalry attack, resource gathering speed, and then hospital capacity. It's a really cool looking dagger, honestly, but I believe that this is a brand new weapon that has been received, and yeah, that's what you get for it. I mean, you can compare it to some of the others. It's the only one that actually gives cavalry attacks. The old one gave infantry, bow, and spears. So I think it's nice to kind of balance that out now and give some cav attack as well. Okay, the other part of this update, though, was the reintroduction of the all-out war. So as we can see from looking, we have about 50 days until we get the new all-out war season. And just for those that don't remember, all-out war was the event that kind of is basically a cross between Glorious Battle and Siege of Winterfell. If you remember it, you'll have kind of like 3 different armies where you can kind of control them each independently, very similar to Siege of Winterfell, but it's kind of like Glorious Battle in that there's kind of a very similar looking map with the 8 different factions all warning to get to this one center building. This one was really fun, I remember. I think it takes a lot of time, but you have all of the raids and other stuff like that and the chariots. So I remember it being a lot of fun. Definitely very excited to bring it back. As people may remember, the rewards for this were mostly focused on the lightning essence, as well as the brand new, at the time, locking ore and reforge ores. But you can also get access to Kravis's weapon, the trickery, and this is the only way that I'm familiar with for you to get the trickery weapon. So definitely a good way to get it. Also, the best way to get lightning essence outside of the VIP shop, getting 2 every day, getting a whole bunch of them this way is great. I mean, pretty much every faction is going to get at least 50, which is going to definitely help a lot of people and a lot of accounts. Of course, if you're on the Vanguard battlefield, you do get some different rewards. The Vanguard battlefield was the one for the top couple of alliances. Basically, what they do at the start, I'll explain that really quickly, is that they split off you into 8 different factions, and they basically create the Vanguard battlefield based on the top alliances, and that's all going to be based on the alliance score. So it's the top 16 alliances, and then you kind of pick your faction within that. And you can actually see your alliance score right here. So for example, WXC, we're rank 4. We will definitely be in the Vanguard battlefield in that case. But note that if you are on the Vanguard battlefield, the advantage you get is that you have a shot at getting some really, really good rewards, specifically the Song of Ice and Fire vouchers. Basically, the top 10 can receive them, as you can see here, starting with just 10 and then going all the way up to 100, a pure permanent if you are the number 1 on the Vanguard battlefield. But all the other rewards are exactly the same. If you look at it, they both are getting 1,200, Um, this one actually, I apologize, it's 2,000. I actually didn't remember that. But yeah, you're getting 2,000 Reforged Ore, but still the 2 unlocking ore, still a Trickery, and still the Unyielding coupon for that skin. We compare, yeah, everything else is the same. So in general, like, I think that the Vanguard battlefield is definitely worth it if you're going to be one of the top 10. If not, then kind of just screwed, but it is what it is. Definitely going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for this event, honestly. It's one of my favorites. The last thing I'll mention is that there are a few things that people may not remember, but they're in the little shop that are in the All Out War. And specifically, what sticks out to me is the Unsullied Legion. This is the only way for you to get this album. And it gives fervor attack, fervor health, and fervor defense. So it's pretty good. I remember being very expensive, but definitely something worth keeping your eye on once that shop opens as something you may want to get. But I hope this was helpful to all of you. I hope you're excited for the new All Out War to come back. And if you are recharging and getting access to this, then hopefully these rewards are good. But definitely a shorter update overall. And until next time, my name is Tyrion Lannister. I'll see you then.